My cellmate and I are preparing to break out of prison. We plan to use a hacksaw to cut through the iron bars in front of us. Every 30 seconds, we have to pause for 5 seconds. Then I carefully listen for any unusual sounds around us. If the guards discover us, we could lose our lives because of this. This iron bar is extremely hard. The hacksaw in my hand can barely cut through it. So my cellmate and I take turns working. After an hour, the iron bar was finally cut through. We quickly crawled through the window into another room. I originally thought we could find an exit to the outside, but after checking the surroundings, we found that all the iron doors were completely locked. We immediately felt very nervous. To prevent being discovered by the guards, I decided to temporarily restore the bars to their original state. Then I found a pile of abandoned windows nearby. The metal bolts could be used to make a key. Just as I was about to cut it, I heard unusual sounds. 2 guards walked in. They planned to smoke here. They never expected us to be hiding behind the middle pillar. We cleverly avoided them. We were nervous to the extreme. The guards walked over again, but they didn't notice anything unusual. After they left, I immediately used the hacksaw to cut this metal bolt. An hour later, the bolt was finally cut through. I first bent the front of the bolt. Then I inserted it into the keyhole of the iron door. The lock was easily opened. Then we lit an oil lamp. Without hesitation, we walked into the dark underground passage. Although the light was very weak, it was enough to guide our direction. We were very lucky. All the locks were the same. We quickly found the most crucial place, which was this iron door leading to the city's sewer system. But the lock on this door was a spring lock. I couldn't open it with my key, but I immediately thought of a solution. I lifted the door up and used a metal rod to prop up the bottom. Then I used the hacksaw to cut the door hinges above. Then I used the same method to cut the other door hinges. I removed the bolts and pulled out the broken hinges. The iron door was easily removed by me. We were about to escape soon, but we had to be careful. I took a match and broke it in half, stuffed it into the gap of the hinge, hit it with the bolt until it fit perfectly. After finishing, I slipped in and hung the door back up. Not only did we remove the iron door, but we also cleverly disguised it. The guards would hardly notice anything unusual. We excitedly walked into the sewer, but we found the end of the sewer was sealed with thick cement. Ordinary tools couldn't destroy it, but the wall next to it was made of poor quality cement. I could easily scrape it off. In a few days, we could successfully escape, so I decided to come back tomorrow with the right tools. Time came to dawn. The guards would patrol soon. We quickly returned to our beds, pretending we never got up. Thank God the guards didn't notice anything unusual. I suddenly thought of something very important. We didn't have watches, so we didn't know the exact time. If we had come back a few seconds later, the guards might very well have caught us. To prevent this from happening again, we needed a timer. Jack pretended to be sick and went to the infirmary. He stole 2 glass bottles. Then, when the guards weren't paying attention, he grabbed 2 handfuls of sand and stuffed them in his pocket. Although he knew the guards would definitely search him, he still decided to take the risk.
Pourquoi tu pris du sable?
C'est pour écœurer les gamelles, qui n'ont pas de mal à ça. Faut bien que les choses soient propres. Alors comme on n'a rien.
The guards didn't suspect anything and let him go. I made a simple hourglass with these materials. I conducted a simple test. I found that each complete cycle was about 20 minutes. Now we could roughly calculate the time. We built a simple platform with wooden boards, placed the hourglass next to it, drew a circle on the wall. Then we started chiseling the cement. Since the cement was very poor quality, we could easily destroy it, but the bricks inside were very hard. At this point, I judged through the hourglass that 20 minutes had passed. It was time to switch shifts. Just as I was about to wake up my cellmate, the guards suddenly came to inspect the room.